There are many different ways to be a hero. For some, it's catching a touchdown pass on national TV or traveling through time to save the universe. Arthur Sheldon Dorff has written a book about the greatest hero he's ever known. It's called Joshua the Warrior, and Joshua is his son. Welcome, Sheldon. Of course, Joshua is still in school, and we didn't want to bring him out and put him on the spot here. Teenagers are very sensitive, so we don't have a picture. We're respecting his privacy this morning. We know well, you don't remember Teenage Boys. It was a long while ago. But tell us about Joshua, your son, now.
Well, Joshua is 18 years old. He's a senior in high school, and he's going to be graduating soon. He's going to be going on to college. And he's a wonderful boy. And I might be biased because he's my son, but he really is a wonderful boy. He's funny, and he likes to read, and he likes to learn about all sorts of wonderful things, as my book will identify. He loves math, and he loves science, and he loves geography. That's one of his real exciting areas is geography. He just loves to learn about the world and so forth. And he's a wonderful child. And the reason I wrote that book is because people don't really see that part of him. The thing they see is that he's a little different than them. He's a little different from all the other kids in school. And I think what I try to explain in my book is I try to teach that to children. I try to explain what autism is. And I try to share with them an experience of what a child with autism might go through on a day-to-day basis in their own life, which is very different from what a normal child would go through. Not meaning in the sense of normal, but just a traditional child, you know?
The average kid.
The average child. One of the reasons I wrote the book is because I wanted to be a voice for my son. When you're in school, you just go through your days. You know, some days are good, some days are bad. They don't really have a voice. They just go through their day. As a parent, I felt I could take a stand for my son, have a voice for him and other children who are in similar situations. I also wrote the book because I wanted to create an opportunity for us all to be better. And what I mean by that is, if I could get my book out into the hands of every parent, every grandparent, every teacher, every person who has an opportunity to influence or shape a child's life, that would be my main goal, because it's an opportunity to have a conversation about something that's different from what you're used to. Autism. What is autism? Have a conversation, talk, discuss. Use my book as a tool. Use my book as a tool to teach compassion, kindness, empathy, understanding. That's the main reason I wrote the book. I wanted to reach out to children and families and share this view I have based on our personal experience with my son, and maybe have someone extend a branch to him, an olive branch out, and say, you know what, why don't you come and have lunch with us? Why don't you come play with us after school?
One thing that brought tears to my eyes, you say Joshua has never had a friend.
He's never had a real friend, is what we are probably all used to, where you socialize with them in school, where you socialize with them out of school, where you participate in after-school events and activities. He's never had that opportunity.
You tell him all your secrets.
I'm telling all the secrets, yeah. But it's been a sad experience. But I didn't write the book for people to feel sad. I didn't write the book for people to have a pity party for me, my wife, or our family. I really wrote the book for the opportunity. I wanted to give people an opportunity just to do better in life, just be better.
Well, it sounds like you have a wonderful son, so you should be very proud of
that. I do, thank you so much.
He sounds like a great guy. What does he think about the book?
Well, it's interesting. He's never read the book, and I asked him if he'd like to read the book, and my wife also asked him if he'd like to read the book, and he's refused. And I understand. It's a very personal thing. Obviously, it's about him.
Yeah.
And his experiences are continuing to the present day. It's not like these experiences just had a finite period of time. They continue to the present day. So it's a very personal experience for him. He doesn't want to read the book, but like I mentioned to you when we talked earlier, one day I was in our den and I was doing some work, and he had come in and he looked at me and he said, "Dad," and I looked up and he said, "Thank you." And I said, "For what?" And he said, "You know."
Oh.
And at that point in time, I felt, if nothing else, that made the book worthwhile. You know, just to get the sense that my son felt that somebody cared and loved him enough to take a stand and be his voice, and more, be a voice for a lot of kids. This month, if you may or may not know, is National Bully Prevention Month. It's kind of frightening we have to have a month for that. And this book, although it's written about a specific experience, my son and autism, this transcends into many different realms.
Any way people are different.
Any way people are different.
And to build a bridge to get to know people and get through those differences.
Exactly.
Because anybody that knows Joshua is going to love him. Thank you so much, Sheldon.
Thank you.
Wonderful job. And you've got to read this book, Joshua the Warrior. It's on Amazon. Just go to Amazon.com.